But we met through coaching quite a while ago, but we are not actually like, we're on the same team. Like we have the same coach, but we have our own separate teams, but we've run a lot of what we do together, and it's super fun. And so like, that's why we are coming at you guys together, because we just connected over our faith primarily. Obviously in coaching we're both coaches, but we connected over our faith, and we just like have this really cool dynamic going where we like run trainings together, and our teams do stuff together, and like we stay together when we go places, and it's just really cool. So but Timmi is a really good friend of mine, and I think it's really cool that she lives in Texas, like probably like, I don't know how long away, thousands of miles away, but we get together like 3 or 4 times a week by Zoom, and so it's awesome. But I'm going to share my screen with you guys, because we do have some slides that you can kind of follow along, and it's got some information on it, and just give you a good visual. I'm a visual learner, so that helps me a lot. But I am so glad that you are here tonight. We are really excited. Like, we get excited to share what we do as coaches. Obviously, like if you're here, you probably know what a challenge group is. You may be in a challenge group. You may even be like, Christy, you're a coach already for the discount. But that is, we want to share with you exactly what we do as coaches, how we earn money, like what we do on a daily basis, how we run challenge groups, how we find challengers, and all the stuff that you need to know before you get started. And so I am, if you don't know me, if you're watching this back, I am Rachel Mitchell. I am a 2-star Diamond Beachbody coach, and that may not mean anything to you, but I've been a coach for really going on 3 years now. And so I live in Corinth, Mississippi. I am at my home, in my home office. This is where I work out. This is where I do my business. And so I'm coming to you from there. And I'm really excited to tell you what we do as coaches. And the purpose of this call, of this group that you're in, and of this call, is that we want you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that coaching is right for you. We don't want to drag anyone into this and, just kind of talk you into something that you don't want to do, or maybe you don't feel called to, but we want you to know that this is the right decision for you. Coaching is definitely something that has added value to my life and has given me a lot of purpose. It has helped me accomplish a lot of goals, physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially that I have set for myself. And I just get excited about it. I won't say that it's easy. It has taken hard work. It has taken, time. It has taken me getting way outside my comfort zone than I ever have been. But all of it has been for good, and I'm very thankful for it. So, first, a little bit about myself. I am a wife and I'm a mom, but I'm also a teacher. I teach full-time at a local college, community college. I teach history. So I work about 8 or 9 months out of the year doing that job, and then I do have a good bit of time off. But the majority of the time, I am at a full-time job, okay? So I have chosen to do this in addition to my job. I'm a believer. I'm a follower of Christ. That is huge to me. That is, coaching has given me a platform to share my faith in ways that I never, ever thought possible. Like I need to just sit down and write out my story, just my spiritual transformation. I do it in bits and pieces, but I really need to sit down and pray and ask God to help me put that into words, because like just my spiritual transformation over the past few years, and my boldness and in sharing my faith and in sharing Christ with others, like God has just used coaching to help me get more comfortable in doing that as well. And that makes me excited. But I'm a mom to Henry and Milo. They're 6 and 8 now, and we have a lot of fun together. But a little bit about my story. In May of 2014, I was 33. I had my kids. I had nursed them both. Everything was going great. My body had gone back to normal, but I started to gain weight. And I was having a lot of trouble getting it off. And so like I just kind of like I'd always eaten whatever I wanted to. I had always worked out. I was a runner, but I was always able to lose weight very easily. Well, that just suddenly stopped. It just stopped. And so like I was kind of desperate. Like I kept putting on this weight and I felt bad. I had high cholesterol. It was natural. Like it's hereditary in my family. I had taken medicine before I'd had my kids, and I knew it was time to get it checked again and start thinking about that. And I just really didn't want to. And so like I felt bad. I felt bad about the way I looked. I was nervous about my health, and I knew I had to do something because, like I said, I had always just eaten whatever I wanted to. And I knew that my food, what I was consuming, needed to be checked, and I needed to change that. So I Googled portion control, didn't know anything about Beachbody, didn't know anything about the 21 Day Fix, but I Googled portion control, and of course, the 21 Day Fix is the first thing that popped up. And so I ordered it. I didn't have a coach. I just ordered it. I didn't buy Shakeology, but I ordered it. And I found my coach online. I joined her challenge group, and I did it, and I got results, right? And so I loved it. Well, she asked me to be a coach, and I was like, no way. She actually asked me quite a few times, and I just kept saying no. But I told Matt, I was like, I just have this feeling in my gut that like I'm supposed to try it. And I was not a salesperson. I didn't have a lot of friends on social media. I was not a good network marketer. I'd tried other things in the past, but I just kept feeling like I was supposed to try this at least, right? And so I went for it. I knew, obviously, I believed in the 21 Day Fix, and I wanted to try Shakeology really bad. So I just signed up as a coach, ordered Shakeology, and PIO, I think, is the program that I ordered at the time. And I just got started. I joined a training group, and I did what my coach told me to do. And honestly, I really haven't looked back. And so like that was in August of 2014. And I work really hard at this. Like, I'm not going to lie. I tell my coaches all the time, like, if you have an hour or if you have 5 hours a day, like, just take that time and work hard and pray over your business and invest in people, and you will be successful, right? I can't promise that people will be successful, but I can show you what I have done in order to be successful. And I do work hard at this. You know, I've learned a lot. We are part of the #1 team in the network of Beachbody coaches. And that says a lot. Like, we have access to a lot of training, to great tools, our team itself, like our two little teams here, we have great training, we have great support, and we have this great dynamic and culture, and it's just really awesome for me to wake up and be a part of every single day, and I'm thankful for it. So that's a little bit about me. I'm going to let Timmi share her story with you. I'm going to unmute you, Timmi, real fast. And then we'll dive deeper into what is a coach.
Okay, so real quick, just a picture of me, and I have 2 boys also. I think that's kind of funny that Rachel and I do have some similarities. You definitely kind of find people online. Even our coach that we have also has 2 boys. And so, oops, you accidentally got off the screen. There we go. And so I think it's kind of fun that you kind of connect with people. You kind of, like we say, your tribe attracts your vibe attracts your tribe, and you kind of get together with these people. I am a diamond coach. I've been a coach since January of 2015, and I am the leader of Team Sweet Life. And so just a few pictures of me. So if you want to go to the next slide, just a little bit more, I kind of laugh because people, I call myself a Jill of all trades. And so not just a jack of all trades, because I definitely wear many hats. I am a wife, a mom of those 2 boys that you saw above, and also, just like Rachel, a follower of Christ. And I really believe that not only does my strength come for faith and fitness come together, but also in my business, and it just kind of comes together as a whole. And then I really just started making that change when I read the one book called Made to Crave. If you've never read it, it definitely changed my life about the relationship between food and God and just everything all together. But that was not before I even that was after I even started Beachbody. So I do actually have a Bachelor of Science in Fitness and Human Performance and a teaching certificate. So I've taught. So this kind of feel like these 2 things got smushed together. I didn't know this is what I was wanting to do or what I felt called to do. And so I laugh. I've been so many different things. I've been a buyer for a company called McJunkin, a teacher. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, a jewelry design lady. I've been a custom cookie designer, which was really cool. You see some of my cookies there, and I had a successful baking business. But it got to the point where I was baking and I was testing all these yummy recipes, and I started gaining weight, and I was having a hard time losing it. So I needed that extra support and that extra accountability, and I kept seeing my coach talking about this on social media, and I didn't really know her personally. I just connected with her on a few things. And I just reached out and was like, okay, what is this? Because I knew just what as my husband would say, well, why can't you just diet and eat right? It just wasn't exercise and diet, he would say, but I just needed extra. And so I had heard about Beachbody coaches, but I never really understood what they were. My husband had P90X from like a long time ago. We had Insanity from like years past, but I really wanted to try what this, accountability group was kind of like. So I definitely was a girl that was on a weight loss cycle. I'd be awesome for 2 weeks. I'd get on that scale and not see a big enough change, and it would just crush me, and I'd go and emotionally eat and then kind of get on that cycle. What I truly love about being a coach in Beachbody is that I love their products and I love their workouts, and I really believe in the mission of Beachbody, that there are no quick fixes there, and you have to actually work for it, but we give you the tools to make it a little bit easier. So as a former yo-yo dieter, I definitely feel called to empower other women to become the healthiest versions of themselves. And by that, we focus on faith, fitness, food, soul, and financial health if you want to become a coach. So that is just a real quick and short and sweet, a little bit about me.
Okay, so that is us. That tells a story about us. Like, we're just two normal moms who, honestly, we started as challengers. Not everyone starts as a challengers. Like, I have a lot of coaches who are successful who started as coaches. Like, they came into this for the business opportunity. But Timmi and I are just, like I said, I mean, we don't have any like great crazy stories. We're just moms who love Jesus and love faith and fitness, and we love to help people, and we get to earn an income doing it. I mean, like, it's very fulfilling. I mean, like, that's why we called this group this month Fit and Fulfilled, just because this is, we find ourselves like waking up wanting to do this, enjoying the connection, enjoying helping other people, like, I even enjoy the hard work, like, because I enjoy doing something and seeing the fruits of my labor, right? And so that's us. But who is Beachbody? Like, I mean, I swear that name just totally turned me off as a new coach. And like, I was like, I don't want to be a Beachbody coach, But I didn't know a lot about Beachbody. I just knew the 21-day fix was awesome, that it worked. But I just want to share briefly a little bit about the company. Beachbody was founded in 1998 as a direct marketing company. Their mission is to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. Their goal is to just provide a solution for weight loss, yes, and fitness programs for any fitness level. I love Beachbody, and I tell people all the time, like, their concept is God's way of getting healthy. There's no additives, there's no quick fixes, there's no, fake things in their products and Shakeology. It's just God's way of getting healthy. You work out, you eat the foods that He created, and you fuel your body, and you just get healthier, and you lose weight if you need to, right? But you do have to do the work, obviously. But Beachbody started with infomercials and direct selling, and they were having tons of success with their people who would buy their products, do the workouts, drink Shakeology, and they would get good results, but people weren't sticking with it. And we all know what that's like. You start something on your own, you get results, and like Timmi just said, you just quit after you hit your goals. Well, they wanted to create this peer-to-peer network to support people and help them make a lifestyle change and keep their results. And so that's where the coaching network came from. And so, by helping other coaches become successful, or helping our challengers become successful and stick with it, we also earn an income. And like I said, there's so many programs that Beachbody has out there. So like, I was afraid, when I started as a coach, I was like, I don't know people that want to do anything extreme like P90X, but there's a workout program for every fitness level. And now, especially with the All Access Challenge pack with the All Access membership, like, people can sign up and have access to every single workout program that Beachbody has ever created. Everything from like UV2, that new like crazy dance one for beginners, up to P90X and Insanity and those more extreme programs. So no matter who God places in front of me to help, there's a program that I can help pair them up with. Beachbody is not a pyramid scheme. You may hear that about program or about companies and opportunities. Beachbody is not a pyramid scheme. People don't understand really what that is. I think it's actually illegal, but Beachbody is actually offering a service to you. And a pyramid scheme is when there's actually no transaction of goods or services, when you're just signing people up just to advance your business. But in this business, in building my business, anybody that joins my team could like outrank me. They could surpass me in income, and I would love that if my coaches did that. So it's not one of those things where you only are successful if I'm successful. Or, I mean, obviously, if my team is successful, that helps me be successful. But you start this, and it's your business, like it's your own business, and you can do as much or as little as you want to with it. And I build income based on the amount of time that I have to commit to my business. In the beginning, I'm not going to lie, in the beginning you do a lot of work for a little money, but as you begin to grow your business and you stay consistent with it, and you run challenge groups every month, and you start to recruit coaches of your own, like your income really starts to build. And now I have more than matched my full-time teaching salary. Okay. So I don't say that to brag. I say that to say that the potential, and I only work this part-time, guys, so like the potential to earn an income, if you stick with this, is really, really good. And, I've done it all while helping people get healthy, helping people build their own businesses. It's just very, very rewarding. So Timmi, I'm going to let you take over and talk about what actually we do as coaches.
Here we go with what is a coach? Okay. So I love talking about this personally, because I remember when my husband did purchase P90X, and he called and he did all that stuff, and it's an extreme workout. And this is like 11 years ago. And he was like, some coach is supposed to call us. And I was like, I don't want to talk to a coach. I don't want to talk to anybody about this. And so I laugh now, because I think, how would my world be totally different if I actually would have like investigated that a little bit more and became a coach back then? My life would have been totally different when it first started. So I love talking about this, because there is no basic, you need to be this to be a coach. And I think a lot of people misunderstand that. They think they have to be perfect. They think they have to already be fit. But this is what I love about it. And so when I'm talking to somebody about becoming a coach, and they're like, well, I want to work on myself first. And I do. I understand that. I think that's fabulous. But if you decide to work on yourself and share your journey and talk to other people, you are building those relationships as you go. So real quick, you do not have to be a fitness expert or trainer. The reason is because Beachbody has invested tons of money on nutrition programs, and it gives us the guide. The trainers have been working with different sports medicine and sports people that are working on what to do for the calendar, what days to work what muscles, when do you add cardio, when do you do this. That's already been created for us. We're not having to do it. All we're doing is taking the tools that they have given us with the nutritional plan, a superfood shake, and all the different workouts and programs, and we are using those and sharing our journey. And then we're also helping people and give them tips along the way. So you don't have to stress out that you don't know everything about it, because we are just following the tools that are given to us. And we are going to make mistakes. It's okay if you love chocolate or have your glass of wine, because that's you and that's part of it. We want to share not only our victories, but we also want to share our struggles as a coach, because nobody is perfect and we can't relate to that perfect person. At least I know I can't. So you just definitely want to be a normal person. Your goals are wanting to be healthy. Of course, you're going to have to want those goals, and you're going to have to want to succeed. You're working your own business. So it's not something that we're not going to be over you making sure that you've done everything that you need to do. It is your business. You're an entrepreneur, and it's got to be up to you. So you're going to have that want. Then you're going to have the want to succeed and the want to actually share your passion and share what you're doing. You definitely have to be dedicated and have a little bit of heart to help people, because it's about forming relationships and helping people through those struggle times and those good times. It's not just here, purchase this, and we never talk to them again. We definitely guide them, answer questions, and we're there for them for their entire journey. I have people that have been with me for 2 years, and we still talk today. I mean, one girl was Snapchatting me her exercise thing. And so it's definitely a building a relationship type of business. you have to have the motivation and drive, not only for yourself. You're going to have ups and downs, trust me, but then you pull from your challenge groups and you pull from your other coaches like Rachel and some of the other ladies that I met, that when we do have those ups and downs, we can drive for each other and help each other. So you need to be a product of the product is what we call it. And that means you're actually being active in your challenge groups. You're drinking your Shakeology every day. You're doing your workouts and you're sharing. Basically, you're leading by example. You got to walk the walk and talk the talk if you're going to actually be a coach. It's kind of awkward to sell something that you're not really doing, you know? And so most important thing is just to be you. And there's a couple pictures here of all the different girls that happen to be on some of the team. That's not everybody, but it's just kind of neat to see everyone's a little bit different. You know, there's girls on here that eat vegan. There's girls that eat regular. I mean, it doesn't have to be a certain category. And what I love about seeing them is there's all shapes and sizes. So there's nothing stopping you just because of your color hair or your size or anything, your background, because if you want it, we give you the training to help you be successful. Rachel, you want to take the next one?
Yes, I love our team. Like, I have to say, I love our team. They kind of rock. And we are so different. Like, I mean, there are some things that are similar, but we're all so different. It's kind of amazing, but it just works, right? All right. So what do we do as coaches? So we definitely run online fitness support groups. We do that monthly. So every month we are looking for new people to join our challenge groups, to try a workout program, to try Shakeology, for us to help teach them how to meal plan, how to get healthy, how to make this a lifestyle change, you know, like more than anything. I know that people start and stop, even my own challengers do that, but my goal is to help people, you know, and Beachbody's goal is to help just eliminate, I mean, which will never like truly fully happen, but to really reduce the trend of obesity, because it's crazy, especially where we live out in the South. It is just unreal how unhealthy people can be. And my motivation is to help people change that, help people to see their self-worth, to feel their value, and to make decisions for themselves and their bodies based on that. And so every month, my goal, and I teach my coaches, and Timmi does too, we set goals to help at least 3 new people get started in a challenge group every single month. We use social media to run our business. That's how we find most people. Obviously, we talk to people face to face, but you know, people that we know. But like, I have been a coach for almost 3 years, and I've never had trouble finding 3 new people every month to get started in a challenge group, because I use social media. We post. You see us, like Timmi said, we're proof that the products work. We share what we're doing. We don't post links. We're not salesy. You know, we're not throwing up stock photos of Shakeology and the 21-day fix all the time. We are literally sharing our story, and part of our story is Beachbody, right? And so like, that's how we find people. We share our story. We invite people to our challenge groups. We motivate people. We start to recruit coaches. You know, like after I was a coach for 3 or 4 months, like I really dove into trying to start finding people who wanted to coach with me, so we could just like expand this ripple effect of health and fitness and encouragement. And so we run challenge groups. We find people to join our team. Our challengers get results. They love Beachbody. They love Shakeology. Some people decide to sign up as a coach just to reap the benefits of the discount. And some people decide to do it so that they can like help people themselves run their own challenge groups and grow a business themselves. So that is, you know, just in a gist, you know, what we do as coaches. Now, obviously, it's not as simple as that. But you know, new coaches, I tell my new coaches, if you have an hour to 2 hours a day, you can definitely start this business, but you've got to take that time to work this business. And I always ask new coaches to commit to a year. Like, if you commit to working this business every day, or at least 5 or 6 days a week, every day for a year, you will see the benefits. You will see it grow. You will see the ripple effect taking place, and you will grow to love it. And so but that on a day-to-day basis, we're posting, we're inviting people to challenge groups. We are following up with people we've had conversations with. We are investing in people, and we are running our challenge groups. And so those are kind of the basics of what we do as a coach. And And this is just a picture of me and my coach announcement when I made it. It says August. You can see it 7th, 2014. And I just started, this is how I started my business. You know, like if you had a bricks and mortar business, you would open a door front, you would advertise on billboards. So all I had to do was post it on social media. And I just told people a little bit about my story, about my journey. And again, like if you don't have a journey yet, that's okay. People connect with you where you're at. If you don't have like a big transformation, I mean, mine wasn't huge. It was literally less than 10 pounds, but I was different. Like I knew it was different. And this picture drives me nuts because it looks like I have all this armpit hair, but I don't really. Like I don't. It just the shadow. That's gross. I know. But anyways, so I was just sharing my story, and I think I'd been through a couple rounds of the 21-day fix at this point, and I wasn't going to lose a whole lot more money. Like a whole lot more weight. I wasn't going to have this huge transformation, but I knew that if I started to post, if I started to share, then I could help someone, right? And so that's what I did. I launched my business. I told people what I was doing. I invited them to I didn't run my first challenge group. I actually put people into my coaches, and you guys have the option to do that as well. But I became a coach, and I put it out there. And then the next day I woke up and I messaged all those people that responded, invited them. And then I also got up and I posted my workout selfie that next day. And then I did the next day. And then I did the next day, and so it's just been this snowball effect of being consistent and doing those really little things in my business every day that have helped me be successful. And that's what we will teach you to do. Like Timmi said, we have a complete coach basics training that we teach you to do the exact same things that we do as coaches. And again, it's nothing really complicated. Will it push you outside your comfort zone? Absolutely. I posted this picture, I closed my laptop, and I went to bed because it intimidated me so much. But people were so kind and they were so supportive. And, it really was not bad. But, it did intimidate. I still get intimidated a lot some days. It may not seem like it, but I do still have to push myself outside my comfort zone. But we will teach you what to do. Like Timmi said, we can't do it for you, but we will teach you. And we are here to help you in any way. And if you want to run with this business, we will run with you. If you want to walk, we will walk with you, but we will definitely help you as you grow your own business. Go ahead, Timmi.
Okay, and one other thing I want to say is just as much as we have that training, I did not know how to put pictures side by side. I didn't know how to put, words on images, and I didn't know how to do any of that. So don't worry about that. It's not like we came into this knowing what to do. That's exactly what our first 30 days of training is. It kind of teaches you, what apps to download and what, things to use on your computer. So don't let that ever be one of your fears about not knowing how to do it. So one of the great things I get to talk about is the rewards for helping each other. So not only is it amazing to get a message from somebody going, woohoo, I just dropped 5 pounds this week, I'm on my way to my goal, or the amazing message of, oh my gosh, I'm on so many rounds and I've lost a total of 60 pounds. Those rewards on itself makes any bad day that you might have just totally lift you up and makes you want to shout out to everybody. This is for anyone that, wants to be a part of it. It's not just a weight loss thing. It is just a true journey from your inside out. I feel like I have been changed. So that reward in itself is aside, but the company is so great that we have little goals that we set each month. And when you meet those goals, you get little monthly rewards. Now, these are just fun little gifts. We've gotten fun coffee mugs. We've gotten really cool training from well-known motivational speakers. We've gotten free samples, a backpack, little speakers. We've gotten a skateboard. I mean, some just different things, but it's just kind of the fun stuff that you get just by them rewarding you for helping 3 to 5 people get started their journey each month. So it's just kind of really fun. And plus, it kind of sets that benchmark and it sets that goal so you know that you're moving your business forward. You signed up and you have the curiosity of making this a business. They reward you for making it a business. They reward you for doing what you're supposed to do. I think that's just amazing. Plus you get paid. So another thing that you do, you can earn a trip, and by helping those 3 to 5 people each month, it's called a Success Club trip, and you earn money, or you earn points to it, which helps earn yourself a vacation. In April, I just went to Punta Cana. You see a picture down there. And in 2017, those of us that have been invited and have earned our trip will be going to Riviera Maya, I believe. So that's exciting. And so you get to earn these trips. They also have other trips for like the top 10s and all those different things, but you qualify for the different trips. Also, like we have Coach Summit coming up in a few months where we get together and we have amazing training for some of the top leaders. And then also they bring in the super trainers. We get to work out with them. They bring in all the different, like more motivational speakers to talk to us, all to help us succeed in the business. So I think it's kind of fun there. You just see a couple pictures of the different prizes. Go ahead, Rachel.
Yeah, and did we cover? We haven't talked about how we actually make money, have we? Is it on down? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I get excited. I'm like, wait, we make money too. But yeah, so from us, we kind of already talked about this, but like we do have team trainings. Obviously, like I am actually in the middle, almost finished with creating just a self-paced online Coach Basics. Timmy and I typically run them together, and we will still have that type of training available. But like I want to provide just direct training for people who are ready to just run with it. And so like we have different trainings for you guys based on your needs and your wants. We have a team page that we post in, that we have weekly team calls, weekly trainings. We like in the October, we're actually having a leadership training in Destin, Florida for the leaders, diamonds and above on our team. And we just have a lot of fun, honestly. We had a little training in at a coach's house in Huntsville, Alabama in April, and we just had a good time, and it's so much fun to connect and share and to grow together, because I think that's a huge part of this. I think showing up for trainings, being active in these groups is what helps us be successful and connect and share our struggles and our successes, and it's just really cool, the dynamic that we have as a team. So
okay, so here's the question we asked. It's great that you feel fulfilled with this. It's great that it's so exciting. We get these little rewards, but bottom line, you are making this a business. So the question is, well, how do you actually make money by doing this? So just like with any sales or MLM or network marketing, you do earn a commission of everything that you sell or things that are purchased through your website. So the best way to explain this, if people order a challenge pack, or they're ordering a workout, or they're ordering Shakeology, you earn 25% of that. Now here's the fabulous part. People that drink Shakeology and you're able to talk to them about the benefits of it, they're seeing the benefits of how amazing it is and how it makes them feel. They continue to drink it just like we are, because it's not something I want to go a day without. It totally changes the way it helps me feel and my urges with food and stuff, and it totally has changed it. So when those people are continuing to drink it, you have what you call residual income that over time compounds. So as the people are drinking it, and as you're reaching your goal of working and helping new people, it kind of compounds, and it starts to, like Rachel said, in the beginning you may be working a lot and you don't see as much, but over time it compounds, and you'll notice that you get paid more for that residual income coming in. So another way to earn it is when we start with our challenge groups. Everyone starts off with a challenge pack. We truly believe in the challenge pack because it's a very well-rounded program. You're not just doing a shake. You're not just doing a workout. You're not just trying to eat a certain way. It is well-rounded because it includes all of those things. I like to call it a solution in a box because it has everything you need to be successful. It's not just about nutrition. It's not just about fitness. And it's not just about, what you're eating. It's all together plus the added support. So we provide everything, the workout programs, the calendars, the portion control. It has Shakeology, the bonus workouts that when you buy from a coach, you get to receive. And then as a coach, you get to start working with your challengers, and you will earn a flat commission depending on the program. So it does vary a little bit on that. Also, if you decide to be a coach, we'll go more into this into our training, but you do have an option and a way to earn cycle bonuses and quarterly star bonuses once you are working your way up and building a team. And we'll go more into that whenever we go into our actual training. And then, of course, you receive 25% discount on all the products that you purchase personally.
Yeah, the financial benefit, I mean, I didn't get it in the beginning, the financial possibilities, but now I do. Now, like I do, I help a lot of people a month get started, but the majority of my paycheck every month does come from, the bonuses I get from people just continuing their Shakeology, from my coaches and their Shakeology and the teams that they're building. And so that potential is really there. And I don't know. I just feel like I have to say this at this point. Like, I don't feel like I push a product at all. And, if you're here, if Timmy or I invited you here and you follow us, then you probably see us every day. Like, we don't go out there and just sell, sell, sell. We literally just tell our story. We look for people to help and we tell them what has worked for us. And if they decide to do it, obviously when people invest in Shakeology, we have so many people that love it and do stick with it. And so that potential, and there's a lot of people that don't too. I'm not going to say that everybody does. There's a lot of people that cancel their Shakeology order, or people that just say, no, it's too expensive. But if we can just share why it works for us and help people, just invest. There's that money back guarantee. So many people do see the benefits and we believe in it. Obviously, we wouldn't be here talking to you if we didn't. So, but yeah, creating a business by design. Again, we've talked about this a lot. This is definitely, I mean, like, I have my own business. Timmy has her own business. And while we recruit people and help them create and build their own businesses, our coaches, if you join our team, it's definitely your business for you to do what you want with, for you to commit as much time as you have to it. And, like, just honestly, being a successful coach is consistency, creating new habits. Like, it's a habit now to post my workout selfie. It's not a chore. Like, I actually enjoy sharing motivation, and sometimes it's a devotional, sometimes it's silly, sometimes it's, just funny. But that's a habit of me posting my workout selfie. I'm consistent in inviting people to my challenge groups, inviting people to the coaching opportunities, starting new conversations. I have a list that I work from every single day. I track my business. I keep up with the people that I've talked to. And, like, it's really important to posting and being on social media. I'm not on my phone all day long, but I do post on social media about 3 or 4 times a day. And, I'm just consistent in those things, and those things have made me successful as a coach. I definitely had to learn to overcome fear. Definitely. And that, that was not my nature before I became a coach. My nature was to back away from anything that intimidated me. I had to learn about marketing, about attracting people to me. And again, I learned that type of stuff in my trainings. And, being active, if I could stress this now, showing up and participating in those trainings as part of your time that you invest in this business is so important. Like, just learning and being filled and learning from other coaches is what helps me stay motivated and keeps me on track. And obviously, like I said, we invite people to our challenge groups, to coaching. We follow up with people. And those are really the things that I do every single day. And yes, I spend more time on this business now than I did 3 years ago. But I think that's just kind of the nature of it. But I love it. Like, I love what I do. I'm very passionate about it. I cannot imagine what my life would be like without coaching. And I don't really want to imagine what it would be like without coaching until God maybe calls me to stop. But I know that He called me to be here now, today, on this call with you guys, for whoever's watching it back. It is definitely a calling, and I will not minimize that fact at all. It has been a calling on my life, and because I am not that girl. Like, I'm not that girl that was always like bubbly and outgoing and extroverted. Like, that was not Rachel Mitchell. But God called me to do this, and He's equipped me with what it takes to be successful, and I give Him all the glory for that, for sure.
Okay, so the question now is, how do you get started? And so the best option for you to do is to sign up with a challenge pack. And like I mentioned before, it's kind of our solution in a box. It has everything that you need to make you succeed as a challenger. But also, when you purchase that, because we believe in that so much, they actually waive a $40 coaching fee when you do that, because they feel like they've set you up for success. But for whatever reason, if you already have a challenge pack and you're a challenger and now you're wanting to be a coach, you do have the option of signing and doing a $40 coach fee option and ordering Shakeology on home direct. So that is another way that you can also do it. But honestly, the challenge pack is the best way. So something to notice, if you are a military, if you're active military, or let's see, if your husband is active, you can also do it if you're active. But if it's you are eligible for a discount, which means you don't have to pay that fee. And then also there are, well, I'll talk about that in a second. There are no annual fees, and you're not locked in. If something happens and all of a sudden, like, you don't feel called to do this anymore, then you are definitely, all you have to do is call in and talk to them about it, and you are not locked in for any sort of reason. There are no monthly quotas. You don't have to stock anything in your house. You don't have to make certain amounts so you can continue being a coach. All there is a monthly fee of $16.95. And that fee covers a ton of stuff for us, so we don't have to worry about it. It covers like media promotion, brand awareness, because they do so much about on TV and also on the radio. They talk about, they help us with personal websites so that people can actually, they handle all the maintenance and take care of all that for us, so we don't have to do it. There's an online office that we can get on, and we can run reports on our business. We don't have to add any extra software. They take care of all the warehouse housing and all those different things. Customer service is provided for us, technical support, marketing, communications. There's even extra training, not only what Rachel and I provide, but there's tons of extra training in our back office and that you are eligible to look into. So that fee and for what it provides is just amazing that we don't have to do any of that ourselves. So, but that is basically what we'll do, is either get you signed up with a challenge pack, or we'll do the $40 option in Shakeology.
All right, so that is pretty much it. Like, that is our presentation. That is what we do as coaches. That's how you get started, how you earn money. And so, like, at this point, I remember watching my coach do this video with me, or this opportunity with me. And like I said, like, I didn't really, Rachel didn't want to do it, but I just kind of had butterflies in my stomach and just felt like it was something I should do. And so, like, at that point, I was just like, okay, I'll sign up as a hobby coach. I'll try Shakeology. I'll maybe help a couple people get my Shakeology paid for, and that'll be it. But I mean, obviously, this has turned into so much more for me. But you do have that option. You know, if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not ready to coach, I'm not ready yet. I know that I'm still interested, but I don't know if now is the time. You have the option to just continue as a challenger, and just, you know, be a challenger, or you can sign up as a discount coach and get that discount. Or you could sign up as a hobby coach, kind of like I did, and, you know, start posting, start going through the training, focus on helping a couple people every month, getting your Shakeology paid for. Or you could do this as a business. Like, and I like I said, this is a business for me. I'm a business builder. And I obviously, like, I've been very successful income wise. And I just do it part time, and I love it. Like, it fuels my fire. So those are kind of the three options. But I do want you guys to think about, like, as we close out, like, you know, what appeals to you about being a coach? Does Team Beachbody or Team Take Heart, Team Sweet Life seem like a fit for you, like someplace where you would belong? And then two, like, what could coaching do for me and my family? Who could I help, and what are some goals that maybe coaching could help me accomplish? And, you know, for some people, it's just like, oh, if I earned that trip, I'd be able to take my family on a vacation. For me and Matt, you know, like, we are paying off debt, and obviously, like, our health and the impact that we're having on our family too is huge for us. So, like, if you became a coach, like, what could that do for you and your family? Timmy, I totally just took your slide. But yeah, so, like, those are some things I want you guys to think about. And, you know, we're going to end this call now, and we are going to give you the opportunity to either, like, you know, obviously think about it and pray about it, or some people are going to have to watch this back. But we want to encourage you to do this. Like, definitely do this. Like, go attack this prayerfully, and seek God's direction for you. We have a brand new coach training that starts in June, that you would be a part of if you decide to join. Or if you decide to join now, like I said, I can share with you that self-paced online training that you can take yourself through day by day. But we are here to help you and answer any questions that you have about this opportunity. But before we get off, like, I want to see, like, Christy, you're the only person on here right now. I know a lot of people are going to watch this back. They've already told us, but do you have any questions about anything that we've talked about? hold on a second. Let me unmute you. We mute people because the background noise kind of messes up. Go ahead.
Okay, do you post on your page or do you have a business page?
I have both. I didn't create a business page until about a year into this, honestly, because, and I still don't do a lot with it. I would just post on both, but it does allow me to do some different things. But I honestly, the bulk of my business has been through Instagram or my Facebook page. And you can start with, like, I definitely encourage new coaches to just start with your Facebook page because you already have friends established there, and you would just start, like, we'll teach you to add new friends there every single day, because if you start with like a like page, you have to start over. Like, you have to start completely over. And the algorithms and, the dynamic of running a like page, Facebook is it's odd. Like, people don't see a lot of my posts, and you have to really know how to utilize it. And so I definitely, I just ran it on my Facebook page primarily for like the first 2 years. Yeah, it's a good question.
And so the coaching training basically start posting. It's like your first post was, hey, obviously I'm doing this to get healthy.
Yes.
I'm the business manager at Trinity, and I tried to get a group with me to do it. And so there are some of us that are doing it, but none of them bought the Shakeology. Yeah. But I feel like if I'm successful, they will.
Yeah.
And that's part of my job. I'm HR. That's part of my job is to do healthy challenges and stuff like that. So
cool. Well, yeah. And, like, you'll hear us talk a lot about, like, posting is so important. And not just because we're like posting links or anything like that. Our posting is for people to trust us, essentially. Like, to see us every day doing the workouts, to see us meal planning or drinking our Shakeology. And, like I said, in the beginning, it seems like you do a lot of work for a little, but as you build that consistency and that credibility and you show up every single day, people start to trust you, and you'll start to, like you said, have your own results, and you'll have challengers who have results. And it's just that credibility that you build over time by sticking with this. So yeah, in the beginning, I would definitely have to say, I think a lot of coaches come into this thinking, oh, in the beginning it'll be easy, I'll just invite everybody I know, and then I'll run out of people. But it really works the opposite way. Like, in the beginning, you ask people and they're not real sure, because they're not really sure what you've done or what you've accomplished. But as you stick with it, people trust you more and more and more, and see you doing these things on social media, and it just has, like, really the opposite effect. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. But in the beginning, like, I signed up like my sister, and I had friends that joined me, but like you were a total stranger to me,
Yeah.
A lot of people that just find me, see me, connect with me through social media and see what I'm doing, and I'm consistent with it, and that makes them trust me, and Timmi too. And the same thing works for her.
Well, even just for me, that's what I was sitting here thinking, like, I've never met you, and I signed up. I just saw one of Angela Snyder's posts, and I was looking for something. I couldn't lose weight, and people are looking for something.
Exactly.
And even 3 days in, I can tell this is going to be different.
Oh,
it just is. Yeah.
Awesome.
I feel better.
Yeah.
And I feel more in control.
Yeah.
I think I texted my director in beauty control. I texted her tonight and said, 21-day fix and Beachbody is my jam. I love the checklist and all of that. So
good. That's great. I'm so thankful. And it's just that community and accountability that you just don't have anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
You just don't. And it's a beautiful thing for sure. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, well, I'll follow up with you, and if you're watching this back, follow up with the person that invited you here, and we will definitely help you get started, okay? All right, guys, thank you. Bye, Timmi. We'll see you later.